Masterclass. My name is Chris. I am the head of education over at the Freedom Club, which in my view is the best place for you to learn e-commerce. We are going to be talking to what do we call you guys? The growing members of e-commerce over at the Freedom Club. We're going to be looking at ad accounts. We're going to be looking at landing pages. We're going to be looking at emails. We're going to be looking at all of the things that help you make more money, help you get more conversions. And we'll do that. We'll do that through the messages already here on the call today. Now, do you guys remember, before I get to the calls, I'm not going to spend much time on this because I'll go on a tangent and it'll be all over and I won't answer any of your questions and no one's going to be happy. But I do have something to show you guys. Before I show you this to you, just a little reminder, if you did want to have a chat about a done-for-you build where we do the whole thing for you and hand you a winning drop shipping store, you can absolutely do that. You can book in a call with me. I'm just about to put the link to the chat. If you want to figure out what that is, learn more about it, and see if that's for you, you absolutely can. In the meantime, give me a second while I get my screens all in order here. And get my get my YouTube video going. All right. Amon, you're going to be first. But first of all, I want to show you some results. Did you guys remember last week, I showed you exactly how I've changed my Facebook account. And I wanted to show you where I'm at. It's now been 4 or 5 days since I've done this. Things are actually starting to look good. Things are starting to look really, really good, and I'm starting to get excited. Let me share my screen. You can watch it over on YouTube, but I want to show you here. Damon, how's it going, my friend? Welcome. All right. So we've done things a little bit differently. So Amon, you're first. Joshil, you'll be next. I'm not going to talk for too long today, but I will show you this, and then I will talk you briefly through how we set this up. All right. This is my account. So this is today. We're seeing some really good numbers here, and I'm very, very, very happy with this. In fact, my cost to get people to my website has halved for the most part. And I'm actually making money now on the acquisition, and I have been since the day before yesterday. So I'll show you yesterday and today. So we've got 4 sales on prospecting, 13 on retargeting, 18 on retention. Now my business will look different to your business. Not all of them. Damon, this is kind of what you should be doing, I think. Now, the way this works is each of these campaigns is specifically engineered for either prospecting, retargeting, or retention. And what I mean by engineered is I've gone and changed the headlines and the text to be more suited for people in each of these categories. So for people in prospecting, I'm telling them what a diamond painting is and why they need it. For people who I'm retargeting, I'm inviting them back to come back and have another look and get a discount. And for people in retention, I am using terminology to say things like, buy again, complete your collection, buy another one when you run out, here is a discount to come back. Telling the right message to the right person at the right time. Now, this is, for me, absolutely groundbreaking because now I have control for the first time in a long time over where my ad spend is going. And you might think, hey, look, Chris, your retention there is making $18 purchases. That's outrageous. To spend $300 and make $2,000, outrageous. Why aren't I putting more money in there? Maybe I will. But for now, the frequency is at 4, which is, I think 6 would be my upper limit for frequency that I'll accept. But for now, I just want to keep this structure going until the end of the week. And if things are still looking good, then we're going to start pumping some more money into this. For retargeting, because this could just be a really, really, really good start. But I like to see trends continue for the full 7 days. For me, personally, for this account. This account has a habit of doing really, really well for about 3 days and then falling off the cliff. So we'll see how we go. Now, retargeting, let me just quickly show you how we set this up. So I'm doing packs. What I mean by packs is in each pack is a set of 4 ads that I think would be a really good set of ads for conversion. So in pack 2, for example, we've got some of my best ads here. They're all videos. And then in pack 1, we've got a selection of, I guess this is my B team of ads that come through and usually do okay. You can see that Facebook is just charging through the spend for pack 2 on acquisition. Now, how each of these is set up, each individual ad set. You're doing the same style, Damon? Nice. But all in one campaign. You see, for you, Damon, you've got so much data like I do. I think you should split it up. I think you should do acquisition, then I think you should do retargeting, and I think you should do retention at this point. I really do. Now, this is how I do my prospecting. So this is a wide audience, 0 to 18 to 65 plus, all genders. So we're not targeting any specific anything, nothing, except these cannot be people. So these are exclusions, people who cannot be put into prospecting. Anyone who's purchased within the last 30 days. Anyone who's visited in the last 30 days. Actually, also anyone who's purchased in the last 180 days. If you're wondering why I'm doubling up, it's because some of these are the Facebook pixel and some of these are audiences coming from OmniSend. You can also use audiences coming from Klaviyo or whatever tool you use for email. There will be a way to go in there and create a segment and share that segment with Facebook and create a Facebook audience. There will be a way. You just have to either ask support or read the documentation. But basically now Facebook is having 2 sets of data from me. It's got my data from the Facebook pixel. It's got my data from OmniSend, and it's putting them both together to create me super data. Is it data or is it data? I don't know. I'm Aussie, so we'll just stick with data. Now, this is excluding all the people who've interacted with my fan page, who've been to the website, who've clicked on my ads. This is just fresh people who have never purchased before or never heard of me. So the fact that I can get a purchase at all is impressive to me. I was actually wondering on the first couple of days, the first 2 days, I didn't have any orders, and I was a bit worried. I'll show you exactly what I did to fix that too. So you can see here we've had 44 add to carts, 9 checkouts, and 4 purchases. It's still pretty good. That's still like had a lot of add to carts. I'll give you that. But for the amount of checkouts that we've had, the amount of purchases, that's still pretty good. And I don't need this prospecting to make money. I just need it to feed the other audiences, the other campaigns. That's all it really needs to do. The fact that it's profitable is spectacular. It's 1.5 ROAS. I can make money at 1.5 ROAS. I'm excited. Okay, retargeting. So inside my retargeting campaign, go away, come back. Inside my retargeting campaign, we have 3 ad sets. Website add to carts, website visitors, and Instagram engages. Each of these is their own set of rules. And you can see here Facebook's telling me, whoa, Chris, hold on. Are you nuts? Are you crazy? You're not using Facebook in the way we've designed. This is too narrow. We want you to go broader. And to Facebook, I say, you had your chance, buddy. You had your chance. Go home. Let me run this now. I think I can do it better. We are targeting people who have added to cart in the last 90 days. We are excluding people who are already customers. Okay? If you've added to cart, you're in. If you're already a customer, you're out. Again, we're using a mixture of my Facebook pixel, using the audience management system inside of here. You can go on the tools and you can go to audiences and you can go and define your audiences there. I should do a video that I can actually have you rewatch so that you can do it in the future. And now I will plan to do that for you guys, actually. It'll help you out a bit. So for website visitors, this is self-explanatory. We have a custom audience. We are targeting people who visited the website in the last 30 days. We also have an OmniSend audience of people it thinks have visited the website in the last 30 days, but we are excluding all purchases for the last 180 days. For Instagram engages, it's the same thing, guys, except these audiences are for Instagram engages, so people who've literally clicked on the ads, but not people who've purchased in the last 180 days or actually are a customer ever. Okay, that's my retargeting. Retention is a similar thing, but very different. Retention is people who have purchased in 180 days, all my customers, In fact, just all my, that's it. It's just all my customers. And you can see here we speak to them differently. But these guys, actually, we shouldn't have new to diamond painting. That ad's not turned on. Don't judge me. That ad's not turned on. See, I've got it turned off. That was a mistake. For the ads that are turned on, we can see here we've got terminology to do with the craft itself. So you wouldn't know WIPs, work in progress, unless you're a diamond painter. We're thanking people for trusting us. We're telling them new designs have dropped and there's exclusive stuff, and we're giving them a discount here, VIP 15. And saying things like, one more won't hurt, your next masterpiece is waiting, new designs just dropped. Rather than explaining what this is, we're tempting them to come back. And that's why it's different, and that's why it works. Now, the biggest thing that you can do before you set all this up, guys, is one thing that you should all be doing right now. If you go into your advertising settings, you will see two important things that I ignored for a long time, and they have actually helped me claw back my ROAS substantially. I didn't think they would, but they actually did. These little shortcuts here for engaged audience and existing customers, you should define these by giving a Facebook an audience that is actually your customers. So again, this is my customers from Klaviyo. I did this last week. You guys saw how I did it. Went into Klaviyo, we created a segment, and we shared that segment of all customers to Facebook. That's all that is. And now defining that here helps Facebook understand who my customers are already. An engaged audience, this is people who have engaged with me but aren't necessarily customers. Did I create all of my ads? Well, yeah, these are the same ads that I've been running for a long time. I didn't create them all, but I certainly had them all created by people who know how to create better stuff than me. This one here was 100% AI. Just using AI to, oops, it's even got a buy two get one free. I should get rid of that. That's stupid. Some of these are actually me just talking to the camera, doing a founder's video. And some of these are, here's another one of me just doing the craft, another founder video here. And some of these are some of my creators that we have doing the craft as well. In the other stash of 4 ads, we have a bit more static images. This is one of the best static images that was working for me, just showcasing one of my best sellers. Literally, that's all it is. Now these ads I have tested over the last 6 months, so they are good ads, but good ads didn't do it all. Good ads helped. What really made this account come alive this last week was having a proper structure where I could see where the money is getting spent and allocate it where it needs to go. For example, right, you look at my retargeting right here, and we're spending $200 a day, but we're actually getting more expensive purchases than the retention. Yet the frequency is nowhere near retention. So is that the best place to stick my money? Well, let's have a look at the actual results here. So it's spending the most amount of money on my Instagram engages here, and the ROAS is a lot smaller. The cost per purchase is a lot higher. Is this the right audience to be putting my money? Maybe I should consider turning that one off. Or maybe I should tighten it so that it's not Instagram engages 14 days. Maybe I can make it Instagram engage. Oh, here's my problem. I've got Instagram engages 365 days. I should probably change this to 14 days like I initially intended. And if I did that, I bet you my results would halve, like the cost of my results would halve. Do I use a hybrid of Klaviyo and Omnisend? Absolutely not. My favorite email tool is Omnisend, 100% Omnisend. But if things are working for you in Klaviyo, you don't need to change. If you have an open rate of, say, 35% or less on your emails, and you want to get a better open rate, then switch to Omnisend. But if you have an open rate already on Klaviyo of around 40% or more, on average, Klaviyo is fine for you. Some people, when they use Klaviyo, they get stuck on a server with a whole bunch of other spammers, and you have no control over it. Some people get stuck on a server with awesome marketers who Google loves, and they get a really good open rate. And it's kind of like a bit of a gamble about where they put you. So Meta needs to add me back. Okay, one second, Alex. When I went to Klaviyo and said, "Hey guys," that's right. When I went to Klaviyo and said, "Hey guys," so I had two stores running, Homecraft, which had incredible results, and then my other store, which was a crafting store with the exact same emails, having terrible open rates. And I said, "Klaviyo, fix this. Why is one store getting great and one store's not?" And they're like, "Your store sucks, Chris." I'm like, "Guys, no, I ain't buying that. I ain't buying that for a minute." And then the truth came out, and they told me literally that my new store was on a server with a bunch of people who were bad actors and who were spamming Google, and they had bad open rates. And I said, "Cool, all right, guys, let's move me across to the good side, please." And they're like, "Nah, we can't move you across, Chris. Once you're on a server, you're stuck." And so I went, "All right, see you later, Klaviyo." And I went over to Omnisend. I told them the story, and they laughed, and they said, "Chris, welcome to the good guys." And they have treated me well ever since. Omnisend are amazing. My open rates have never been higher. And if you just saw Damon's thing, Damon says, he's over on YouTube watching this, Omnisend converted for over a year now. Joseph, you see my daily budget is quite high compared to you. If my daily budget is low and you're not seeing many sales, how would you know if to spend more? That's a good question, and it depends. To be completely honest with you, buddy, these daily spends are incredibly small for me. I'm used to spending, 1,000 or more a day. But since I restructured my ad account, I'm starting slowly. There's no point me dumping in $1,000 or more a day on brand new campaigns, because Facebook will eat my money, and it won't necessarily mean better results. Now, how you get to scale your ads? Well, if you're profitable, and you have to be patient. If you have a small budget, you have to be patient to allow enough data to come in to make a good decision. You have a choice to make at this level in your e-commerce career. The choice is, how much can I afford to lose in order to learn how to make my product work? So for my snoring store, we're break even, maybe slightly unprofitable at the moment. And yet I'm spending $100 a day on that account just to get data and learn how to sell my product better. All right, on Homecraftology, I know how to sell this product, so I know that I'm going to be able to scale this pretty quickly if the ROAS is good. So your question, how much can you afford to spend? And how much are you willing to lose per day in order to learn how to sell your product better? Because that way, if you have enough budget, you can come to me and we'll have enough data to show if the product's going to work or not. And if you don't have a high budget, that's cool. If you're running on a small budget because you're cash constrained, I've been there before, you just got to be patient. If you can only afford $20 a day, and that's the maximum you can afford to spend, you're just going to have to wait longer to get enough results to know whether or not something's working. And how do we know if something's working? Well, the first key indicators of a good product is going to be your CTR. These are extremely high CTRs. Okay? Even my prospecting at 3.75%, that's an insanely high CTR. My CTR for some of my other stores is about half that. And this is why my diamond painting store is so easy, because cheap clicks that are converting well. Beautiful. But it doesn't always work that way. But this is your first indicator that you might have something good. Second indicator that you have something good is, of course, getting add to carts. You may not have purchases yet, but you should be seeing add to carts. And if you are seeing add to carts and you are seeing checkouts, obviously purchases is the main thing that we're after when we start our stores. All right. Can you import lists and email flows from Klaviyo? Absolutely. And if you want to sign up to Klaviyo, go do it. Go do it. And they will help you. They will help you do it. In fact, let me just check. I might actually have a link for you to sign up that's an affiliate link. Who knows? Let's have a look. I think I might actually. Oh, I do have a link. Oh, it's in my YouTube. I'm an idiot. If you're interested in Omnisend and you want to sign up and you're adamant that you want better results, just do me a favor and click my link. It's an affiliate code, so I'll get a little reward for showing you the way. if you're keen, just to give you a little bit of encouragement about what you should be seeing. Let me show you my account. Let me make sure it's my account first. One sec. Could be a client account. Is this mine? Yes, that is mine. Okay, this is Home Craftology. So you can see on, look at this, 60% open rate. 60% open rate. That's ridiculous. Okay, today my click rate sucked. My email today wasn't my best work, I must admit. Something went wrong. Something went very wrong. Now, these are all in USDs. These are my campaigns that I run every week. This is obviously where I make a lot of my profits. Look, this one here made $6,000 just from one email. If you look at my automations here, now I call my welcome series a buy or die because I'm a fair bit more aggressive in my email marketing than you guys. But you can see here we're getting open rates of 54%. My abandoned checkout, new customer thank you, 70%. My buy or die is at 40%. Well, more or less, 38%. It could be a little bit higher. It could be. There must be a couple of emails in here that aren't doing very well anymore that I probably need to look at. But for my first email in the series, 47% open rate, 8% click rate. We're cooking, guys. We're cooking well. And that's all due to Omnisend having amazing email service. So if you do want better results, I do recommend Omnisend. If you are already getting better results from Klaviyo, you don't need to move. But if you're not happy with your open rates, because really, guys, you're paying the money to get people to your website. You're paying the money to get people into your email list. And if your emails aren't getting opened, you're wasting that money. You're wasting that money. Now, before I go on and start answering questions, there's one more thing I want to show you guys. One more thing that, because I love you guys, I'm going to show you. And I probably shouldn't. I should probably keep these things to myself. Now, I didn't find this app, but this app found me through the other coaches. One of them was signing up to an email, what do you call it? Agency. And they said, hey, if you're using email marketing and you want us to do your email marketing, there's one condition: you have to use this app. The app is called Alia. And honestly, this app has changed how I make money now. Now, when I launched my Facebook ads, these ones right here, when I launched these guys, I realized something in the first 48 hours of launching my ads. And it was something that I was probably aware of. In my case, this wouldn't really apply to many of you at all, but it did apply to me. And so this is a unique situation. I launched my ads, my retargeting did well, my prospecting did really well as well. Sorry, I take that back. My retention and my retargeting did really well, but my prospecting on the first day had 0 results. And I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to scale my prospecting and the rest of my ads if I can't make any money on the prospecting? I'd just be losing money on the prospecting. And then I thought, hold on, this means I have to convince more people to buy from me the first time they see my website. If I want prospecting to make money, more people, at least a couple of people a day, have to buy from me the first time they see my website. How do I do that? And then when I looked at my Omnisend form, I went over to Omnisend and looked at my form, and what I thought was a really good form, I'd noticed my submit rate had been dropping. Where it used to be really healthy, it was now looking dismal. And I was like, okay, this is the problem right here. I've gone from like a 10 to 12% sign-up rate to a sad 4.4%. How can I fix that? Well, the first step is having a pop-up that actually works. And the second thing is having an offer in your pop-up that actually works. So Alia is a pop-up app, and it's not cheap. This is like $100 a month. But you get 2 weeks for free when you sign up. I don't have an affiliate code for this. I'm showing you this. They're not paying me for this or anything. I'm showing you this because I actually think it's a very cool app. What this app does is it builds. You can choose a game to play, and for this one we're doing a scratch off. I think I showed you this one last time, and you can choose. You can change anything on this. You can have a wheel spinning app if you want. You can have a little pachinko game or whatever. There's so many options that you can choose from. But if you make it pretty, and if you make it a good offer, so I'm giving people 20% off. And I know that sounds like a lot. It is a lot. but it's only for first-time buyers, and this works for my particular type of product because I know that my LTV, my lifetime value of a customer, is high. I just need to get them to purchase from me the first time, and I know I'll get a repeat customer most of the time. Andy, you did what I said in the last call. You A/B tested landing page and you installed Alia and sales dropped. You put everything back normal again. You got sales again. Right. Well, that tells me that the way that you implemented Alia didn't work. What was your sign-up rate to Alia? What was your sign-up rate? If your sign-up rate is poor, and the other thing is, did you turn off your other form? If people get more than one form popping up, they get upset. But what Alia allows you to do is to see your A/B test in your pop-up form. So you can see here, I've got 2 forms. Mystery discount, 22%. My other one, 5% sign-up rate. And it's early days. This will probably change drastically over the coming hours and days that I run this particular test. But this allows me now to A/B test the exact way my discount pops up and shows to my customers. And that way I can see how much money I'm making for my first-time customers. This is going to allow me to spend more on my prospecting and make money on that. So, Andy, what kind of pop-up did you have? And did you have another pop-up in Klaviyo or in Omnisend that you didn't turn off? And what was the offer that you put? Was it 10%? Was it 15%? And can you pop it back on now and show me so I can actually review your website and take a look? All right, let's start looking at these questions. First of all, there was 2 here that I need to start with. Who did I need to start with? Anon was one, so we'll check out Anon. Apology for the wall of text. All right. Please review your ad account BodyForge. I don't remember seeing BodyForge. Let me just check my email. Jashil, okay, you're next. Don't let me forget. BodyForge. Ah. No, I just got to welcome to the club. Okay. I don't have access to your ad account. So can you invite me? Here's my email, chrisevers3030@gmail.com. Invite that and I shall be able to check your ads. But I will review your landing page. Oh, you've given me access. Have you? I didn't see access. BodyForge. Oh, you're 100% correct. I have access. Okay. Ooh, data. I love data. What do we got here? I can't see. That's not helping. That's not helping either. I can't seem to zoom in. Okay, fine. We'll download you, and then I'll open you, and then maybe I can see these stats. Okay. 2% conversion rate. Fantastic. 5% add to cart rate, more or less. Great. We have a good conversion rate. We've made $1,000 in sales. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Double down on the paying creative. Get more. I mean, straight off the bat, my friend, those sound like the 3 things that I would do, even without looking at your ads, which we'll do in a second. You fixed the email pop-up. You moved to Omnisend. Great. All right, let's check out your ads. You're saying all the right things. And your ads are off. Why are ads off? Oh, 100. So you spent $700 to make $1,000. Okay, I get you. Ooh. So how many sales did you have actually? Wait, I've got it open here. It says you've had 6 sales, and Facebook is saying you've had 6 sales. Great. So you've had test S1, S2, alternate, and alternate 3. Cost per clicks, pretty good. Your CTRs are pretty good. All right, let's take a look at your tests here. Okay, static test 1. Good. Good. Not so great on that one. No sales. Great. Here's what you need to do. Go and create a CBO, so a campaign budget optimized campaign. Take your ads from this particular ad set and take your images from these 2 ad sets, pop them all into one ad set inside a CBO, set the CBO for $50 a day, and run that. How much? What's your daily budget at the moment? What was it at least? You had a daily budget of $100. So make your daily budget $50 for your CBO, and let's see where you go. And yes, double down on the pain. You need to go and create more image creatives, and it's time to go get some UGC done, I would think. Absolutely.
Does your knee still feel tight even after surgery?
Although that's going to be a pretty good ad.
I can't sit back because of an injury.
That's a great ad.
On top of my knee pain. So I was really excited to try the Bodyforge knee massage pro. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
That's a really good ad. Very good ad. All right. You know what to do. Let's look at your website. Bodyforge. Really cool name for a store, by the way. I really like that. Nice. Look at all these things you get for free. Beautiful. What do I use for UGC? Yeah, Freedom Club's pretty good. I like Freedom Club. I use both Freedom Club and I use Creator Flow. The website's great. There's nothing I can really, other than maybe, I mean, you got buy 2. I might suggest that you add the app caching bundles, because that's going to allow you to make the bundles more appealing. Pretty good though, pretty good. I think this is a little bit messy with the 60-day recovery thing. I think there's a better way that you could include that that's not going to mess up your product image. But the rest is pretty good. Great work. Really great work. Okay. So you know what to do? Now, Joshua, did you have a thing today, Joshua? Yes. Can you still have access to the Meta account? Just wondering if I could review your metrics. You've resolved your LAI reviews. Joshua, can you please let me know what your business is called on Meta so I can look you up? Tavi. Okay. Sorry, you probably told me that. I think you mentioned that. Yeah, you did. My bad. My bad. That was not your fault. That was my fault. My bad. I didn't read, as per usual. Okay. One purchase. One lonely purchase. Yikes.
Heading to Europe and have too much to pack? Let me show you how to fit 2 weeks into one bag. This is the Tavi Air Pack. It holds up to 15 items, everything you actually want to bring. Easy to use, just pack it up, zip it shut.
Shashil, I just have to ask, which boy band did you hold hostage to get this guy to film your ad for you?
Then you can press it down with the air pump. 3 times smaller in seconds. Then it drops straight into your bag, organized, protected, no waste.
I can't tell if he's AI or not. He's so pretty. It looks like AI, but is he? I'm not sure.
Space. That is the flex pack, keeping everything separated and easy to find. Everything fits, nothing left behind. That is how I travel now. Shop the Tavi Air Pack at Tavi.
Higgsfield and your mate's hand. I couldn't tell. He's too good looking though. That's the problem. He's too good looking. You're gonna get a lot of people like looking at him and just watching him because of that, rather than wanting the product. Well done though. Well done.
Heading to Europe and have too much to pack. Let me show you how to fit 2 weeks in one bag.
Insane.
It holds up to 15 items, everything you actually want to bring. Easy to use. Just pack it up, zip it shut. Then you can press it down with the air pump. 3 times smaller in seconds. Then it drops straight into your bag, organized, protected, no wasted space. That is the flex pack, keeping everything separated and easy to find.
Incredible 10 out of 10 usage of Higgsfield there. Absolutely kicking ass. And that's how to sail. Okay, C2.
How do you get from this to this? The Tavi Air Pack. Just pack, zip, and compress with the air pump. Fit more into your carry-on. Stay organized.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. That's not good. That's a bad ad. There's nothing good about that ad whatsoever. It doesn't show anything. And then the ad itself, you've now got all of your carousel on the side here, but you want to get rid of. We don't want carousel. So remove the carousel options. They're hiding in there somewhere. I think you need more static ads. I'd like to suggest to you we do the same thing, that we put these all in together. I don't think individually, these aren't working individually for you, but they got good click-throughs, and we did get a sale, and the cost per click is quite good. I think these would work better together inside a CBO, inside one single campaign. You have 2 other statics already? Okay. No, definitely it's time. It's time. Put those new statics you've got plus these ads all together into one CBO. And I'd like to see how they do it together. Now let's go check out your landing page, because the ad is outrageously good. There must be something holding us back on the landing page. Okay, you got your scratchies. What's your sign-up rate to your scratchies? Ah, right. You see this, guys? I don't see my reward. Be careful. Check your website scratchies on both desktop and on phone, because this can happen. Now your scratchy is useless because I don't see how much I'm going to get. Also, we have problems where you put your mouse over the button and it just disappears. It's the wrong color. You've got a free flex pack. If you're not getting a good sign up rate to your pop-ups, maybe the free flex pack is not the right way to do it. Maybe. So just take a look at your sign up rate. It should be nearing the 10% mark. And if it's not, revisit, make sure it looks good. Make sure the offer is visible in the scratch off, and then make sure you have a good offer that works. Okay. Fit 3 times more in your luggage. Pack the extra outfit you actually want. Fits in every bag you already travel with. That's a good one. Stay organized. No more suitcase chaos. Protect your clothes from spills and moisture. .4 sign-up rate? Yeah, that sucks. If you need to fix that, that's an awful sign-up rate. It needs to be nearing 10%. Unlock a complimentary air pump. This is a bit confusing how you've done this. You're telling me that I'm going to unlock an air pump, but then you're selling me these. And okay. So if I buy a single, I don't get the air pump. But if I buy this, I think this is your problem, because now I'm thinking, oh damn, now I'm going to have to spend $170 because I don't have the pump. So it's a little misleading when I first arrive, even though you're telling me that it's $90, but it's only $90 if I get the single. But and so we need to think of a better way to do this. There's no reason why you can't sell a $169 product. I would sell a single plus an air pump for $150, and maybe sell a duo plus the air pump for $170. Something like that. But this is your big problem here. This is the confusion and the annoyance of people not. As I always say, a confused customer never buys. Pack more, leave nothing behind. Stop leaving outfits at home. The air pack. I don't like your font. Can you change your font? You see how it looks? It doesn't look clean. The font that you're using here and here, it looks standard. But your brand Harvey and your product images are amazing. Or kind of. They're mostly amazing. I think we need to change the font just to uplift it a little bit. Pack more, leave nothing behind. Stop leaving outfits at home. The air pack compress your clothes to a fraction of their size so it fits everything. Carry on size mess free in 30 seconds. And that is cool. No space left for your bag. Turn cluttered luggage into an organized space in seconds. Good. Cool. Cool. Very cool. All right. Fix that font up. Have a think about the offer here on the bundle. Have a think about fixing up that product image. I think I said a product image. I can't remember. No, the product image was fine. That was fine. And then make the new ad campaign setup. And I think you'll start seeing some better results. Oh, and we need to work on the sign-up rate. Remember, if you don't get a good sign-up rate, no one's entering your email system, no one's seeing your emails, and that is one of our... There are 3 pillars, guys. 3 pillars. Remember, I say this constantly, every single time I go live. The 3 pillars: emails, ads, and landing page. Don't focus just on 2 of them. I know the landing page and the ads are the fun bits. I know the emails suck to make, but honestly, you will thank yourself in the future when you have a kick-ass welcome series that's actually making you money. All right. Moving along. So, Danny, please have a look at OrthoPulse. Running ads since Monday. 1 sale for this week. Wondering if she'd use one of Bilal's ads or make some changes. Run alongside. Let's take a look. Have I heard of Weo? Got a message from them asking me to sign up. I don't know. Have I heard of Weo? Apps by Weo Dropshipping. Weo Dropshipping Fulfillment. I won't ever use anyone else besides T-Fulfill for Chinese fulfillment. There is no point me even risking running it with somebody else. I have a great relationship with T-Fulfill, and they have been outrageously useful for me. They don't charge me anything to keep my products in their warehouse. They charge me very little to ship the products out. They're fast at shipping. They're good and they're responsive, and they don't leave me waiting for a response on WhatsApp. Honestly, I've tried other places. Don't get me wrong. They've been my drop shipping partner for 8 years now, but I've cheated on them. I went out and I tried some other places. They all dropped the ball. Even the big one, the other big one, they dropped the ball completely on one of my stores. So now I only use Bron and the team over there at T-Fulfill. Okay, OrthoPulse. 1 purchase for $86. Good click-throughs. Good cost per clicks. CPM's a little bit high, but that's okay. It's health and wellness.
Are you like me, ignoring back pain and hoping it goes away, but it only gets worse? I decided I need to do something about it. Then I found OrthoPulse, the 3-in-1 therapy belt changing absolutely everything. It uses clinically backed infrared therapy, soothing heat, and relaxing massage therapy.
The first problem that you have is you've got carousels popping up in your ad. We have to get rid of them. Second problem you have,
Are you like me,
I don't like your titles. They look really cheap.
ignoring back pain and hoping it goes away, but it only gets worse? I decided I need to do something about it.
We're now 7 seconds in. We don't really have the product solution yet. So the video itself is too slow at getting to the product.
Then I found OrthoPulse.
So you could, and I know she's already recorded this. It's too hard. It's too much work to go re-record the beginning.
Me, ignoring back pain and hoping it goes away, but it only gets worse? I decided I need to do something about it.
Get rid of the I decided I need to do something about it. You don't need that. You can at least clip that out.
Are you like me, ignoring back pain and hoping it goes away, but it only gets worse? I decided I need to do something about it.
If you can re-record that beginning, if you can, if this is you, I don't know if this is you or not, but if you have the ability to re-record the beginning, I'd say something like, I've suffered with back pain for the last 3 years. It's debilitating. And now I use the OrthoPulse to get rid of it. Keep it short and concise. Tell a story and a narrative. But the longer you take to show me the solution to the problem, the more chance you have that I'll just scroll on and I won't even bother watching the rest of your video. We've got to respect the user's time as much as possible. Now this one here, Facebook's going to start screwing up because they don't have access to your page and you have access to your account. So I can't actually see this one, but it looks like you got related media running, which we never want to run related media because then you'll never know which ad is performing well or not. So get rid of the related media. All of these ads are the same, right? Yeah, they're all the same. I want you to turn them all off. And I want you to just turn them all off and focus on this ad set here. You don't even probably need targeting for this. I wouldn't target health and wellness. People with back pain, they have back pain. Not just people who are into health and wellness. People who have back pain may not even be into health and wellness at all. But, my wife, for example, she's going through a period of her life where she has massive back pain right now. She's got like an inflamed disc or something. And so this would be great for her. But she'll never see your ad because she's not into health and wellness stuff. So what I would do is remove the targeting, and probably now we need more ads. We've had one sale. We can probably make this work. And it's time to ask yourself, are you ready to go and invest in more UGC? Are you ready to go get some extra ads done? I have another ads guy I can recommend, if you'd like, that does static image ads. In fact, I'll give him to you guys. I'm just using him at the moment in Upwork. Yes, my previous guy is good. It makes good stuff, but the current guy that I'm working with, I hired this guy for a different reason. So with the CBO set up as campaign ad set 1, creative 1, yeah, so what I want you to do now, we only do 1 creative per ad set when we're just testing ideas out. It's not a sustainable way to get sales, especially for this type of product. It was just to figure out which of your ads might be good. And so far, the ads that you showed me, yes, they could do with some sprucing up. Yes, they're not quite perfect, but they're good enough. What I want you to do now is put them all into 1 ad set, because together they'll work as a team to go get those purchases. Now, I'm going to do you guys all a favor. And this guy is going to be thrilled, probably. I needed more help for my ads, right? I have enough stores now, and I have enough clients that I rarely get time to go and make my own creatives. And honestly, it's not my best skill making creatives. My best skill is analyzing the results of good creatives. And while working with my other ads guy, what's his name? Yeah, I'll pop it in. Don't worry, Yomo. I'll pop in the link. I won't forget. Dimas has been great, and I still work with Dimas. Dimas makes prettier ads for sure, and he's great at making pretty ads. But what Dimas doesn't really do is understand how to use AI to analyze your product and come up with 50 different angles. And so I went out to Upwork and I said, hey, Upwork, I put out a job post. I need someone who makes insanely good creatives, but also not just that. I need someone to help me do the research side of things to come up with a matrix of angles to sell my product. And I found a guy. His name is Naveed. I've been using him. I've only done one project, so if your project sucks, please give me feedback, and I won't promote him anymore. But look at his profile. He's done some great work for me. I'll share with you guys what he's done for me. Actually, that'd be the best thing to do. So I decided to use him for my snoring store because I needed better visuals. All I did was say to him, "Here's my product. Go and find all of the angles and go and make visually distinct images for me that are going to work for me." And when I saw these, I was thrilled. I was absolutely thrilled. He's got my logo everywhere. It's popping up perfectly. He's got great imagery. The product looks correct. We've got cartoons. We've got like bad sleeping nights. We've got, scary looking images. We've got a nightmare image over here. We've got friendly, cartoony comic book images. He's given me the whole shit and shebang. What do I do when all ad spend is going to one ad in the CBO? Nothing. I do nothing. Why would you... Actually, I understand your concern. For a static... I've got all these questions. Okay. Andy, just one sec. Joshua, for a static image, we go square. You could go long. It's just... Why go long when you can put a static image up that's square and be seen in all places on Facebook with a square? Like a square works well. All right. Andy, what do I do when there's one ad in my CPO that's getting all the spend? So when there's one ad getting all the spend, Facebook is telling you that this is the top of funnel ad. It may be getting all the spend and it may not be doing the best results, but if you turn it off, there's a very high chance that you will get worse results because that ad is the first ad that people see. Now, maybe Facebook's getting it wrong. Maybe that whole ad set isn't profitable. So if I'm not 100% sure, what I would do is duplicate that ad set and take that ad out. Maybe replace it with something else. Maybe just see how the other ads do without it. And chances are they'll do worse, but sometimes they do better. Sometimes you can't predict these things all the time. Sometimes they do better. Linda, should we do 9x16 only for video? Or can you use a 4x5? Either is fine. Either is fine. I tend to use 9x16. But if you use 9x16, when you're making your videos, push the text up to just below 50% because Facebook will show you a video in 9 and 4x5 as well. So no text at the top, only text near in the middle. All right. We've got 5 minutes left. Rich, lift aura. No problem, guys. I'm doing him a favor and doing you guys a favor. So giving a whole bunch of people favors at the same time. Okay, we have got campaigns, $81 a purchase and $115 a purchase over the last 30 days. Over the last 2 weeks, $80 and $97 over the last week, $88 a purchase, and this one's had no purchases with $80 spent. So we're getting consistent results. You'd probably be better off turning this one off because that's spending 150. Actually, you know what? Let's just go back in time. Let's make sure we see enough data. Yeah, I wouldn't maybe turn it off. Maybe I don't turn it off. How do we fix this? Oops. Oh, come back. UGCs, not bad. Some of these are pretty good. Oh, are these ABOs? These are all ABOs. Dude, it's time for you to set up this structure that I showed you in the beginning of this video and last Wednesday. You're kind of like You're out of the test phase now, man. It's time to build your retargeting. It's time to build your main ad account with a CBO. Don't turn this stuff off. Keep it there for now. It's time for the CBOs. You should do CBOs and you should do retargeting. And you should definitely be focusing on your email pop-up. I don't care what app you use for pop-up, but you need to have a decent sign-up rate. And you need to be looking at your welcome series. Perfect timing. For new ads, do they stay in the ABO until proven and move to a CBO? Nope. I mean, yes, but for you, Yashil, your ads are proven and you don't have any new ads to test. They should all be in a CBO. For other people who are bringing, like, for example, right now in my prospecting campaign, I have 2 ad sets and all those ads are winners. I'm going to go through another round of testing. And in that round of testing, I will test them in an ABO. I'll probably test them individually so that I can find the best winners. And of those winners, I'll put them into a new ad set inside my CBO once I find those winners. Now for Lift Aura, I want you to focus on the other things too, your emails, your website, and all that stuff, Rich, as well. Okay? All right, Jess, you need to work on your email marketing. You've added your emails here for abandoned cart and abandoned checkout. Can I ask what advice I have? Yeah, get out of Klaviyo. I can't really give you any feedback on this because I don't see any data. I need data. I need to see how many people are opening these emails and how many people are clicking these emails. Next, on Wednesday, I'll do a deep dive session into what a good e-commerce account should look like in emails. So tune in for that one, guys. Hey, you forgot something. We've reserved your cart. My feedback for this is, what do you think 90% of abandoned cart emails sound like? And when Google's deciding whether or not to show somebody an email in the main inbox rather than the promotions tab, what do you think they're looking for? They're looking for creativity. They're looking for something that isn't sent by everybody. They're looking for something that sounds a bit more personal. What I don't see in here is any personality at all. This one's better. This one is not. This one is good, but you need some images in there. But I like that it's from Jess. This is more like my style of email. I like it, but you do need some imagery in there. One of the things I've been working with is this app called Migma. I know I'm showing you a lot of cool tools. I don't want you guys to get too distracted over cool tools, but what Migma allows me to do is I come over here and I use Claude to write my emails. But then I go here into Migma and I use this to design my emails. And you can see here, it designs beautiful emails, all using AI. I just supply it with the images. These images it actually took from my website, just put them all together. And then what it does is it gives me the HTML. So I can say copy HTML. I can go into Omnisend or Klaviyo and just paste this into an Omnisend HTML object. And I've got a gorgeous email ready to go. That way you're having an email that sounds good and you have an email that looks good. Now, Migma is not expensive. It's a M-I-G-M-A. It's a brand new tool. They're still developing it. There's still a few things that I have talked to them about improving, and they're working on them. But this is one of my favorite tools at the moment. It's just saved how much time it takes me to make an email. All right. Yeah, so Jess, we'll go over emails in a bit more detail on next session. Now, for everybody else that I've missed, for Joseph, Delphine, Max, Actually, just you guys. Miguel and Alex, can you guys put your questions on my next stream and I will be happy to answer those then. But I do have to go. In the meantime, guys, good luck and go make a ton of money, all right? I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Take it easy.